morning. Calling you from my car. Calling you? Yeah, I'm calling you guys. So another wisdom drop moment that I'd share with you. So I guess more of the story is that I just had an epiphany that I was kind of combing through my past and just kind of combing through my life and just being so grateful for who I am today and like where I've come, and honestly also just like shocked because the version of me, you know, when I was in my 20s, when I was going to grad school, I could not have imagined that this would be my life. Like 0% could have ever predicted that I'd be living in Rhode Island, the opposite end of the coast. You know, I was living in LA, so I definitely didn't think I was going to be out east and love it, by the way. Married, dog, homeowner. Of course, these are things that I set on having at some point in my life. So I knew it was coming for me, but I definitely didn't think I would be in this specific location. And I definitely at that time didn't think I would be a coach. In fact, I had a lot of negative feelings about people who called themselves coaches. I was like, do you even know what you're doing? Are you even trained? Like, I really had such a negative view. And it's funny how God humbles you, you know what I mean? Because that's what I do now. And I had to like basically bust through my own beliefs in order to do this work. But the real message that came through was this idea that like a lot of the times in my life I was using or trying to recreate moments in my past to help me get to a new future. And for whatever reason, I don't know why, because I believe that God unlocks codes when you're ready for them. This one unlocked on me finally and was like, wow, you couldn't have predicted who you are now. Why would you ever use like past, old, outdated things from who you used to be, who you aren't even anymore, to like shape your future? Right? Like, I could not have ever imagined that I was here. And at the time when I was like using, you know, like whenever I was living, like some of the moments that I like go back to or just who I was, like in my head, I thought I was like, oh, this free bird and living in Hermosa Beach, just kind of like, you know, had the best time, had the best friends, but I was insecure. I was so insecure at that time. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I was just like I was lost. I was very lost. And why would I use tools from back then to like try to shape my future? Those tools work to get me here, but they're not going to work to get me there. Do you know what I mean? And I know we've heard this in some form or fashion at some point in our lives, I'm sure. But like really think about that. You're recreating a past memory that's not going to get you the love that you really want. The past version of you was the version of you that was in a relationship with a certain type of person, and utilizing those same tools is not going to get you the type of relationship that you really desire. Utilizing those tools is not going to get you the career that you really desire. The only way to get to what you really want is through flow, is through surrender, is through trust. It's through trust. Like when I like felt like at my peak, I feel like, you know, I don't feel like that anymore, but at the time, my like most stable time when I was living out in LA was probably about when I was 25, 26. And I couldn't have even predicted that. I could not have even predicted like what tools that showed up for me at that time to make me feel stable in that moment. And then the moment I got stable, I was moved back to Denver. And I had to do it all over again. You know, I had to do it all over again. And I couldn't have used the same tools. In fact, I tried using the same tools in Denver, but that didn't get me what I wanted. In fact, it got me more heartbreak. And so then I had to recreate the tools that I desired for a partnership specifically. And then that's what landed me Eric. But those same tools aren't necessarily going to land me like a lasting marriage. So I've had to change and grow and evolve. And all of it was a part of surrender. All of it was because I trust that there is just a greater orchestration on this planet. I trust in love. And not like, oh, I love you, love. No, like love, like the core of the universe, the energy that operates all things. I trust in that. I don't always follow through with that trust, but I trust in that love. And that love is what's carried me through to all these different scenarios. So there's no way that I can use old, outdated tools and beliefs and just recreate my past to get where love is calling me to go. Because love is expanded, it is evolving, it is transcendent, it is like so much bigger. It expects so much more from me than what my past self could support in her beautiful little body. So I hope this message was received. Let me know if it received it. Should I just go? Yeah. Sorry, a bus was coming. And that's my cue to go. All right. Bye, guys.